Bitcoin is right now breaking bearish, and in this exact video I will talk about the price targets that are sitting below us right now. I will talk about the biggest support, the biggest resistance, all the things that you need to know about this current ongoing trend and this current ongoing move towards the downside right now. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap on that like button on today's update video. I will talk about the gigantic breakout that will be happening in the coming 4 weeks ahead of ourselves. This will be a massive break that's going to be happening to Bitcoin, and you need to be paying attention towards this gigantic move that is getting ready on the Bitcoin price action right now. So without any further ado, can we snap up the likes back above 500? That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the imminent short term of Bitcoin. After we broke below the previous low on the market, the level of 26.4k, we basically saw a sharp candle towards the downside where Bitcoin, of course, broke down. And right now we've seen a small continuation towards the downside. Once looking at the lower time frames, we can really start to see that the momentum is starting to diverge. However, since we right now broke below the 26.4k level, I am actually quite worried, and I won't be surprised that we are potentially going to see another leg towards the downside get created, and potentially we first see a bounce towards the upside, touch this previous support that's right now flipping into resistance, and then have that next move towards the downside. So, I mean, looking at Bitcoin, we are right now breaking below the 26.3k level, and I talked about this yesterday as well, and exactly what I said. As soon as we do break below this level, my next price target is actually going to be 25.6k. So right now my price targets are actually a little bit lower for Bitcoin, and of course if we potentially break below this next support, I mean, yeah, the next big support for Bitcoin is going to be 24.8k. That is definitely trading on a quite lower side from here on as well. So yes, Bitcoin is not looking so strong right now here, and potentially we are ready to get some more downside right here. Further on, if we're just going to be analyzing the trends, we can currently clearly see Bitcoin is still trading in a downtrend, and this is exactly what I said yesterday on the video, right? So Bitcoin is currently trading in a downward sloping trend here, and I mean, as long as we're not breaking above this trend line, I don't really see a big reason to become super bullish on Bitcoin right now here. And if you're just looking at the 12-hour time frame, you can clearly see we've been creating lower highs after lower high after lower high. And I mean, right now the question really remains, can we right now be forming a higher low and see a bounce from here on? Or are we just going to continue this trend with another low in the trend? So that is the thing we need to be monitoring right now here. And to be honest, if you're looking at the 12-hour time frame right now, if there is one big level of support that we should be looking at, we've actually already broken below it. Or maybe we're going to see a big wick getting created on today's candle, and then we bounce back towards the upside, and then potentially we're still holding it as support. However, I think we are looking in a quite dangerous perspective right now, and we're looking and sitting in a quite dangerous area in my opinion. I mean, the biggest support for Bitcoin is definitely going to be in this liquidity range that is sitting around 24.8k to $25,000, and that is also the biggest support for Bitcoin out there on this current market. I mean, if you're looking at Bitcoin right now as well here, we can clearly see we also got rejected from this middle line of resistance. We previously found support on this level, and right now clearly we are getting rejected by it, and due to the fact that the volume is so low in the market, because yes, Bitcoin's volume has been dropping over 80% here in the past 12 months here, and due to that, Bitcoin is getting moved more faster and more unexpectedly, and that is literally what we're seeing here. There's low volatility, and that is what is dragging Bitcoin down once again here. So yes, I mean, I'm still quite excited for Bitcoin on the long run, but on the imminent short term, there are definitely some risks for potential lower lows on the Bitcoin price action right now here. I mean, in exactly 21 days from now on, we're going to have the second deadline for the review for the Bitcoin spot ETF, and I mean, it's worth noting that ETFs don't necessarily get approved on the exact date of the deadline. Usually it can happen on an unexpected date here. So in fact, a Bitcoin spot ETF could be happening any minute right now, and as soon as that news hits the market, I mean, the sentiment will change very quickly for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin will at least create a gigantic candle to $32,000 instantly once the spot ETF gets approved here, because yes, that is gigantic news for the market. So I mean, we just have to be patient. We just have to think about the long run, and I mean, yes, for the long term, I'm not bearish on Bitcoin. However, the imminent short term, we could see some bearish momentum getting created, but as soon as a big news factor comes out here, the sentiment can change very quickly again. So looking at Bitcoin right now here, we can currently see that the funding rates is negative, what means, and they are willing to pay a premium to be in their shorting position. So yes, definitely very interesting what we can currently see on Bitcoin. And if you want to be trading Bitcoin, I've been saying this for quite a while right now here, guys, but you can still claim a free $1,000 long or short position on BYBIT, and all you need to do here, like you can see in the conditions to claim the airdrop, is deposit $100 within 7 days, and sign up an account using the link below here to claim this insane deposit bonus. It's going to be expiring in 38 days here, so make sure to claim this airdrop as soon as possible. Further on, just looking at the daily trend for Bitcoin, we can currently see that we just once again created another lower low here, and right now in this case, for the next move towards the upside, if we're going to get it, the next level to break here is 27.2k. That is the previous range high in the market. If we can manage to be breaking above this high right here, we could confirm a new higher high on the daily time frame, and if we then also take out this previous high right here, we could be really initiate an uptrend. But for now on, we're still trading in a bearish trend here, and maybe if we find some support somewhere around this level, we could be looking at the gigantic symmetrical triangle that we can be creating at that point as well. So I mean, yeah, Bitcoin is getting ready for some gigantic moves here, and the reason why I'm currently saying this, why Bitcoin is getting ready for a gigantic move, is because if I am looking at the weekly time frame for Bitcoin right now here, we can see that this 95-week downtrend and this 46-week uptrend are about to be meeting each other, and this will definitely cause a massive break in the market, because either we need to be choosing to break the uptrend and break down, or either we have to be breaking above resistance and break above this downtrend. So there is a big decision to be made in the coming 4 to 5 weeks ahead of ourselves, and yes, maybe the spot ETF is going to be having somewhat of an effect on this breakout, but for sure Bitcoin is approaching a gigantic downtrend that we need to pay attention towards, and once we break above it, it's going to be a net positive for the market in general. I mean, I've been saying this, $25,000 is still the biggest support, so if Bitcoin has a move towards the downside, I still think $25,000 could be the big support to be looking at. And looking then at the daily time frame for Bitcoin, you can currently see that from the previous bear market, I extended this trend line here, and I mean, if we're really going to be looking at this trend line, we are about to be retesting this trend line. It's somewhere around, what is it, 25.7 to 25.6k, and I probably expect we're going to find some support in that, and if we really break below it, it could really mean some more bearish swings here for this uptrend right here as well, because that could basically mean that Bitcoin could be breaking a 46-week uptrend. I mean, at the same time, while all this is happening, we are about to see a 2-week MACD bearish crossover happening, and this could be a very bearish swing for the market that we need to be paying attention towards. This could be playing out any moment right now here, and I mean, the last time we had the bearish crossover on the 2-week MACD was literally around 50 to 60,000 US dollars for Bitcoin. So yeah, we definitely do not want to be seeing this, because yeah, historically speaking, it has not been really indicating something good for the market. Anyways, this was it for me on today's update video. I truly hope you did enjoy it. If you did so, don't forget to slap on the like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.